An Etowah County woman pleaded not guilty to capital murder charges over the death of her 5-year-old son. 25-year-old Shalinda Glass and 31-year-old Kevin Tolles are accused of killing her son. Glass called 911 the day before the body was found, claiming someone stole her car and her son was inside. Authorities believe Glass staged the abduction to cover up the murder. No trial date has been set yet. The Bush administration plans to fight a federal judge's ruling that would allow meat packers to test all cattle for mad cow disease. The ruling was to go into effect June 1st, but the Agriculture Department appealed the decision. The appeal delayed the mandatory testing until the court case plays out. Large meat companies fear the widespread testing could lead to a false positive that would harm the meat industry. In 2006, Alabama reported 1 of 3 cases of mad cow disease in the United States. Crews continue to clean up diesel fuel that has leaked from a sunken towboat in the Port of Florence. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, only 50 gallons of diesel fuel has leaked. Yellow booms have been placed around the vessel to contain any more fuel. The owners of the boat expect it to be raised by the end of the week. No cause has been given for the sinking.
Legislation designed to attract a major industry to the Shoals area is one step away from passing the State House just 2 days before the end of the current legislative session. If approved, the bills would authorize a half-cent sales tax hike in both Colbert and Lauderdale counties. That money could be used toward incentive packages for industries planning to locate in the Shoals area. Well, Life South appealed to drivers in Huntsville because of what the organization describes as a desperate need for blood.
Now, the group says that Huntsville area hospitals are running very low on blood supplies, and Memorial Day did not help the cause.
Of course, with it being the holiday season, the beginning of summertime, a lot of people going on vacations, not getting the units that we need.
To see where you can make a donation, go to our website, WHNT.com. The Huntsville School Board made a $2.5 million offer on more than 17 acres of land to expand Lee High School. The board also says it might claim half of the property by eminent domain if necessary. Lee High students could use the existing building after construction begins this fall on the $42.5 million replacement for the decades-old school.
The head of the THAAD project will give up command tomorrow. Colonel Charles Driesnack is retiring, and he will turn over command to Colonel William Lamb. The THAAD, or Theater High Altitude Area Defense System, was created to shoot down short and medium-range ballistic missiles. The expected move comes 1 day after Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that Russia now has a missile capable of penetrating any missile shield. Well, all that seems to be missing is the law and order sound. Former Tennessee Senator and Law and Order star Fred Thompson is expected to formally announce his campaign immediately after July 4th. Thompson reportedly told a group of financial backers on Tuesday that he is going to run for president and had already raised millions of dollars. The latest polls show Thompson neck and neck with both Senators John McCain and Mitt Romney. If they were in some parts of Nevada, there wouldn't have been a problem.
But in Alabama, 3 Albertville residents find out what happens when you practice what some say is the world's oldest profession.
And it's a subject some of us hated in grade school, but for these kids, well, it's become as easy as ABC.
And just who will emerge on the cliffs of Dover as Hendrick Motorsports keeps running over the rest of the field. We'll hear about that later in sports.
And we'll check in with Dan Satterfield for a look at your weather. You're watching News Channel 19 at 6.
You're watching WHNT News Channel 19 at 6 with Jerry Hayes, Elise Morgan, Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield, and John Pearson Sports. News Channel 19, taking action, getting results.